Which came first, the chicken or the egg? It's a question that has puzzled people for centuries. Honestly, it's a real head-scratcher. For a long time, nobody really knew the answer. But now, thanks to some amazing scientists, we're finally closer to solving this ancient mystery. So let's dive in and explore the fascinating world of eggs and evolution. Deep in Switzerland, nestled among the breathtaking alpine landscapes and ancient rock formations, scientists made an incredible discovery that could change how we understand the origins of life on Earth. They uncovered a fossil so small it could easily be mistaken for a grain of sand, smaller than your fingernail, yet packed with ancient secrets. This fossil belonged to a microscopic marine organism that lived over 1 billion years ago, long before any complex animals roamed the Earth. To put that in perspective, that's hundreds of millions of years before the first dinosaurs even appeared. This tiny creature, although it looks nothing like modern animals, holds a massive clue about how life evolved. It lived in Earth's early oceans, a time when life was just beginning to diversify into more complex forms. And here's the amazing part. It shows that creatures were laying eggs long before chickens or even reptiles existed. This discovery helps scientists trace the evolutionary tree further back than ever before, connecting dots we didn't even know existed. So while it may be tiny, this fossil tells a truly enormous story, one that stretches across billions of years and reveals the deep, ancient roots of life on our planet. Imagine a time before dinosaurs, before birds, even before trees. A time when the Earth was a very different place, barren, rocky, and mostly lifeless on land. The continents were still forming, and the skies were empty of birdsong. But beneath the waves, something extraordinary was happening. In this ancient world, life swam in the oceans. Strange and alien-looking creatures drifted, crawled, and darted through the water. These were the first complex animals, and the ocean was their cradle. And some of these creatures laid eggs. These weren't just any eggs, they were evolutionary marvels. Tiny, self-contained life support systems that allowed embryos to grow safely in a harsh and unpredictable world. These early eggs were like tiny capsules of life, protecting and nourishing the young inside. They floated gently in the currents or clung to rocks, waiting for the moment to hatch and continue the cycle of life. Over millions of years, those early egg-laying creatures evolved. Some developed stronger shells, others more complex reproductive strategies. Evolution experimented, and life diversified in astonishing ways. Eventually, some of these animals made the bold leap from water to land. They became amphibians, then reptiles, and much later birds and mammals. All of them carried with them the legacy of the egg. So the next time you crack an egg for breakfast, remember, eggs were here long before chickens, and they helped shape the story of life on Earth. So, what is an egg exactly? It might seem simple, but it's actually one of nature's most brilliant inventions. It's a protective shell, like a tiny house, that keeps a growing animal safe until it's ready to hatch. Inside it holds everything the embryo needs: nutrients, moisture, and a secure environment. Think about it. Dinosaurs hatched from eggs long before birds ever existed. Crocodiles, some of the closest living relatives to dinosaurs, still do. Even some snakes, slithering silently through forests and deserts, begin their lives curled up inside an egg. The egg is more than just a beginning. It's a symbol of survival and adaptation. Over millions of years, it has allowed life to spread across every corner of the planet, from prehistoric swamps to modern jungles. So next time you see an egg, remember, it represents millions of years of history, evolution, and resilience. It's a time capsule of life's journey. A journey that began long, long before the chicken arrived on the scene, and one that continues with every crack of a shell.